In this video, we're going to learn about the SAP factory calendar. Now, in the first part of the video, I'm going to discuss about the use of the factory calendar. And in the second part of the video, I'm going to show you how you can customize a factory calendar from scratch. And in the third part of the video, I'll show you what are the different applications and different org objects where we assign the factory calendar. Now, whether you're customizing the factory calendar in S/4HANA or you customizing in EC system, the customizing is exactly same. So first, let us look at what is factory calendar. Factory calendar consists the number of working days with weekend and the holidays. With the help of the factory calendar, the planning of an organization can be done accordingly, as the SAP system will advise if the work being planned on a valid working days, weekend or holidays. So that means in simple words that we need to tell the system that what are the working days and what are the holidays. For example, some companies can be running say 6 days a week. Some companies can be running 5 days a week. So how do the system know that what are the holidays, when I need to plan and when I need not to plan? So this is controlled by the factory calendar. Based on the business requirements, we can create one or more factory calendars and we can assign them to different objects that I'll show you later on. For example, if one plant works for 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, this can have a different factory calendar, and other plants work only for say 8 hours a day and 5 days a week, then it can have a different factory calendar. So that's where we need to use different factory calendars depending on the working hours or working days. Use of factory calendar. There in different modules in SAP, there are different use. For example, I'll talk a couple here, and later part of the video I'll show you how they are linked. So for example, in SAP SD, when you need to scheduling the outbound deliveries, then we link it to the shipping point. So when we link it to the shipping point, that's how the system understands that, okay, this shipping point is only working 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. And also we need to tell the system that, okay, for this shipping point, these are the public holidays, so that shipping will not be planned. So when the sales order will be creating a order confirmation, it will look for the holidays and only plan the deliveries on a work days, not on a holiday. There's another example in SAP SD that if you link your factory calendar to your business partner or the customer master data, then we can have a billing on a specific date as well. There's a different video that you can watch for this topic. Same goes for MM. In MM, for scheduling procurement, MRP activities, we link it to a plant. In SAP production planning, for scheduling of the production orders, we can link it to the work center, or we can also link it to the production plant. And also in other modules like SAP FI, according to the factory calendar, the payments due dates will be calculated. And also in HR module, the defining of training and event management, where we use the factory calendar. The transaction code to create or change a factory calendar is SCAL, SCAL, as you can see in the screen here. So now I'm going to show you how we can customize a factory calendar in the system. So transaction code is SCAL. I can enter SCAL and press enter. Here you can see there are 3 different sub-objects. Now, if you start from the bottom one, factory calendar, that's the top one. Under factory calendar, we have holiday calendars. Under holiday calendars, we have public holidays. So top part is factory calendar. Factory calendar will have a holiday calendar, and holiday calendar have different public holidays. Or if you look from the bottom, that means different public holidays are linked to the holiday calendar, and one holiday calendar will be then linked to this factory calendar. So if I open a existing one, for example, if I display here, if I open all the existing ones. So you can see in the standard system, you will see there are different, there's one calendar created for almost every country. For example, if I select US, I can go to definition. In the definition, we can see holiday calendar ID linked is US, this one. And here you can select what are the work days, for example, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you can select that. And also you can then, if I select maybe another one, say, let's say Germany, Hamburg. If I select that, you can see the work days are Monday to Friday. And if I go back one step, and if I select this again, if I go to the calendar here, then here you can see on what year, what are the different holidays and work days defined. For example, if I select 2021, I can see here number of work days are 254 and number of free days are 111. If I select that, go to the year, here you will see on the right hand side, you can see these are the public holidays defined. For example, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, New Year Day, Good Friday, Easter and all that. And on the left hand side, you can see the calendar. And in this calendar, basically, when you look at this calendar, we're looking at only 2021. So let me go back and I come back in again. So if I select again 2021, click on year, and here you can see anything you can see in the green color, that means these are the holidays. For in this case, the Saturday, Sundays are the holidays. And if I scroll down, for example, or I can scroll up, for example, here you can see 13th of May and 24th of May are public holidays. So here you can see 13th and 23rd. So same way you can, I can scroll up, you can see different, anything in the green, that means they are holidays, and anything in the orange, they are the work days. Now I'm going to show you how we can customize this one from scratch. Now in real-time environment, what happens is we have a one factory calendar for each plant, or within the plant as well, we can have more than one factory calendar, depending on like if we need to use it for different work center and all that. So same goes for the plant. So as I said, in the plant you can have one or you can have multiple factory calendar, and because each plant can have different work days, different holidays, and that's where we have a different calendar for them. And here you can see, for example, for Germany there's a one standard one for Hamburg, one for all other cities, for example Berlin and all that. So here if I go back, so let me start from the scratch. So first I'm going to define some public holidays. If I click on public holidays and change, here you can see all the existing public holidays. If I scroll down, you can see there's so many public holidays in the system here. So if I need to create a new one, so let me click on the create button, and there are 5 different options here. So I'll create 2 or 3 factory calendars, public holidays with the different settings. Now first one is saying with a fixed date. That means when the date is fixed. For example, when you select this one, click on the create icon, then this screen will pop up. Here you can say, for example, I need to create one. So when the date is fixed, so in this case, for example, I can say date fix is, for example, it can be a New Year day. For example, it's the 1st of January every time, it's never changing. Can be a Boxing Day, can be a Christmas day. So because it's a fixed day, so we can create like that. So for example, if I create one, I can say on the day, you can select a day, for example 0 to 31. I can select, I need to create one, then I'll create this first of month is May, say 1st of May. I need to create one for just say Labor Day. In my country, the Labor Day is on, say 1st of May. So I can say Labor Day, give it a description here. And here you can see guaranteed, it's not guaranteed, or you can say if this is falling on Thursday, which will be guaranteed, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like that. Let's keep it not guaranteed. And here we can put the long and short descriptions, and also here I can enter the sort criteria. Sort criteria will be, I'll show you where the sort criteria will be used. I'll say sort criteria is S1, and all other fields are not mandatory, but they are like religious denomination. That means you can select some category from here, and this will be used for some sort of reporting purpose. And also you can select a class here, for example, but these are not mandatory, so I can leave it and I can save it. So we created one for Labor Day. I can create, click on create icon, and there's a pop-up message here. You need to transport it manually to the production system if you create in the development system. So one is created. Then I'll create on the create icon again. Then then there's another option, for example, with a fixed day from date. That means if you want to create it on a, let me cancel this, with a fixed date from date, if I press F1 on this one, this means that this public holiday falls on a fixed weekday, and you can select a weekday, whether it's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, any day from a particular date. Okay, so that means this public day will be falling on this fixed day from a particular date. So if you select this one and then you can click on create, you can say it's falling on every Tuesday from a particular day. For example, I can say from 2nd of say June, for example, and this can be another day. For example, I can say in my country this is a national day or national holiday, something like that. National day. There's not much space here, so I can call it National Day, and here you can have long description. And again, you can give it a sort criteria like Z1, for example. I can click on create icon and click on create icon again. And here you can see now there's a third option, distance to Easter. If you got another day which is always a fixed day from the Easter, then you can select this one, and then you can say number of days before or after Easter. This is another type to create, but not much used. Or you can create an Easter Sunday. And the last one I'll show you is a floating public holiday. What that means is floating public holiday means if I click on create, that means this when the holiday comes on not on a fixed date every year, it can be floating. It can be, for example, this year it can be on 1st of the month, and next year it can be 3rd of the month. After that can be on another day, for example. So this way you can mention a floating one. Then I can enter, say this year, say 2021, say let's just pick another day. For example, I can say this year is falling, just select a month, say in August, is falling on 10th, but next year same will be falling on say 12th, and in 2023 same will be falling on 11th, for example. So you can have different days for different years. So system will be considering those days for those years only. Here you can again enter the sort criteria, say Z1, and now I can enter here, say I can, and this can be like a, you can call it any day. I'll just call it a special day. So this can be any festival or anything like that, but let me call it just a dummy name, just special day. Insert date, create. Done. So we created 3 of them. Now I'll go back. So these 3 will be linked to this holiday calendar. So I'll click on change, click on create, and here I'll give it a name. So I'll call it, say just call it, say S1. Here I'll call it factory calendar for my plant, New York, US, for example. And you can enter a validity here. For example, by default showing you 2020 to 2025, and I can say this will be valid till maybe 2050 or something, or maybe you can also create it like a long one, 999 for example, like that. Press enter. Now here you can see a message at the bottom that you can only create the interval between this. So what we need to do, I'll create it, just say 2099 for example. Press enter. That's long enough. Now we need to assign holidays. If I click on assign holidays, you can select, so you can see the list of all the holidays here, and you can select whatever you want. And in this case, I can click on the key. If you click on key, and you can sort by key, and then you can scroll down. You will see at the bottom should be the Z1. These are the ones I created. Or so here I will select all three. These are the one created. I can select something else from here as well. For example, let me pick just pick Independence Day for example. I selected 4 of them. Then assign, click on assign public holiday. Sorry, that's a wrong spelling. Then you can save it. Here you can see by default it's assigning from 1900 to this, but you can make it valid up to maybe 1 year, 2 year, or maybe every year for example. Then you can save it. Just say okay. Just continue. There's a message here, floating public holidays SPL day is not defining for all, it's not defined for all the years. I'll say just as fine, that's okay. Just continue, because we defined for only 3 years. That's it. And now I go back. Last step is to create the factory calendar. So I'll click on change, click on create icon. So keep the same name like we created before. I'll say S1 factory calendar New York US, and enter some validity here, for example 99 for example. And here you need to link the holiday calendar you have just created. So if I open the search box, we need to search for the S1 that we just created. This is the one. You can select that, press enter. Here you need to select what are the work days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Fridays, Saturday or Sunday. So I'll just keep it 5 days working, and then I can click on, first let me save it. Just save it. Just ignore any message for now and go back, and then search for S1. That's the one. Click on the calendar. So here you can see, for example, here I created this one. So here for 2021, if I select that, go to year, you can see these are the 4 that I selected. 3 of them I created myself, 4th one I selected from the list. So here you can see Labor Day, National Day, Independence Day, Special Day, for example. And these are falling on different day. For example, this is one is falling on 5th, which is Independence Day, 5th of July. So here you can see this is 5th of July, which is green. Special Day is on 10th of August. You can see this is 10th of August. And if I scroll up, you can see this one is 8th of June, like that. This one here is falling on a holiday, which is Saturday. So that's why if it's guaranteed, then it will be moving to the next work day. So for now it's not guaranteed. If I go back, and if I select S1 again, click on calendar, say if I select 2022, click on calendar, you will see same thing here. So let's see if I look at the first of May is now in on Sunday, so still it's not a guaranteed holiday, but all others you can see here as well. So this way you can add all the factory calendars that you want, or you can use the standard ones that are already defined. And let me go back. There's another setting available which is called special rule. What that is, if I select, if you look for S1, click on the change icon. Here you can see there's a special rule. If I select on the special rule, what that means is here you can enter some special rule. For example, if I click on create icon, maybe here you can enter, for example, there's a day that all of a sudden something planned. For example, they want to take stock tomorrow, and immediately you need to create a holiday. Then you can select the day from here. For example, whatever the date is. For example, here I can say maybe 2nd of September 2021 up to 3rd of September 2021. Just set for 2 days. It will be a stock day, for example. Or if you select this checkbox, that means it's a work day. That means if there's an existing public holiday, you want to convert it to a work day, then you can select this one. But if you don't select this one, that means it's a holiday. So stock day means this is a day off, and system will not be planning on these 2 days, for example. So if I create this one, and same way you can create a range here, or you can also create for one single day as well. So if I click that, you can click on create again, and you can create more entries, or you can delete them as well by selecting this one. If I go back, search for S1 again, click on calendar, go to 2021, and here you can see 2nd and 3rd, which I just mentioned. Now they are appearing here is green. That means they are public holidays. So that's how you can customize your own factory calendar. And one more thing is that once you customize in your development system, and you need to manually transport it to production, because it will not ask you for a transport request automatically. So if you want to transport it to production, then you need to start from this one, select this one, click on this create transport request icon, and then you can create a transport request, and like that, and make sure you select for all objects. So I have done it for one object. Select the second one, that's the second one, and that's how you can then create a transport and send the changes to your production system. So that's how you define factory calendars. Now I'm going to show you how we can assign these factory calendars into different org objects. For example, if I go to SPRO customizing, go to reference IMG, enterprise structure, definition, and here if I open sales and distribution, and open, not sales and distribution, just open logistics execution, and open the define shipping point. So if I show you here, if I select a shipping point here, you can see every shipping point will have a factory calendar linked here. For example, this one, the factory calendar linked is US, and here I can define and assign my factory calendar. For now, I can select the one that we just created, S1, like that. So you can select this one and I can link it. Select your transport request, done. Same way, if I go back, so if you want to link it to a production plant or a plant link to MM, then you can do the same as well. So I can go to material management, and not this one, need to go to logistics journal, check define copy delete plant. I can open plants, and I can double click on this one. Here you can see this again, you can assign a factory calendar here. And factory calendar is also linked to, you can link it to a route. So if you work in SAP SD, then you know what is a route. So if I go to sales and distribution, and here if you go to the master data, not master data, basic functions, and then go to scroll down, you'll see routes here, or route, whatever you call it. So here you can see define routes and stages. So when you define or customize new routes, for example this one, I can select this one, go to the detail. Here you can link a factory calendar as well. So here if I search for the factory calendar, I can link that factory calendar. So when the system will be creating the new sales order, it will find the relevant route, and then it will check that what are the work days and what are the holidays linked to this factory calendar, and it will then plan the delivery dates according to this factory calendar. So that's how you can create and assign your factory calendars. I hope that helps. Thank you very much to watch this one. You have a nice day.